All right, made up to the market, flea market day. I know it's been you guys see that? It's got some writing on it. Orange slices. Wrote that on my table. Can't see anything out here. He wrote that on my table probably 5 years ago. It's still on there. You know what's really crazy? I think I have probably, I would say, 12 flashlights, different kind of flashlights, and I didn't bring any of them. So, well, we usually wait until the sun comes up to set up. That's why things don't go walking with you. So, check in on the next clip. Oh, you can't see it. I just put my tables out. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, it's light out. Nice sky up there. It's got the pinks and blues. Got my table set up. Looking somewhat professional. Sold a lot of bubble wrap. A lot of these big rolls, which I wasn't expecting to sell. Hey, how's it going? Got that out. No one wanted that. This thing, people ask me, no one wants to buy it. Any of the pictures are $5. Any of the clothes are $5 each.
All right, thank you. I'll take the flyers.
All right. They're $1 each.
I'm gonna take your coat too.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
What if I took everything?
All of them?
Yeah, all the religious ones.
If there's more than 20, I'll do $20.
I think there's more. Somebody or two.
I can get you a box too.
Don't always have to be big stuff. No, okay, I got you. You're just advertising.
Yep, yep.
I'm gonna grab that ladder.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
That fold up at all, do you know?
It does. It's kind of hard to get it back to where it was, though.
Yeah.
Because like if you do it one little bit, the big kicker I think is the bottom one latches, so you have to do that one first.
I might just carry like this.
I would.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. I don't know what's going on here. Ambulances and everything. Oh, bubble wrap. So I sold every single roll of my small bubbles. Large bubbles not really doing so well. Yeah, so that's the last large roll that I have. Last small bubble I have. When I get the bubbles, it's like impossible to get small bubbles in a good quality. Kind of want to see what's going on over here, but who the heck knows? No one asked about this guy.
So guys, we might be having really busy.
Apparently some guy is really dizzy. I don't know. I had the shakes yesterday. I was at the auction. Man, I had the shakes. I don't know what was going on. I was in bad shape for like 5 minutes, and eventually I just calmed myself down. mean, I'm not saying this guy doesn't have a medical emergency. I'm just saying that it shakes. So probably the biggest surprise of today is I sold 3 boxes, empty boxes. It's surprisingly very, very cold. It's supposed to get really warm today. It's actually supposed to get up to 65. Right now it's about 34, 35. So it's like that temperature where you're kind of underdressed for the weather because you don't want to wear all sorts of crazy clothes. I'm warm except for my hands. My hands are frozen. But almost that time to pack up, I think. I was going to walk around, do a little walk around. I know I didn't do much filming here, so maybe we'll walk. That's also Tony's new van. When we did the eviction house clean out, he didn't have a van, so we kind of just used mine for everything. The scrap metal, the big stuff, the canoe, the garbage runs. Everyone was wondering if I sold any of these deer. I did not sell one deer. Should I say it? Oh dear. And similar to everywhere else, glassware still seems to be a pretty hard item to sell. That dress form right there, that was mine. And I sold it. He didn't buy it, someone else bought it, but that was mine for a very long time. I used it for eBay and Etsy, and it only fit like medium and size small shirts. Or wait, it only fit size large and larger shirts. So I couldn't put a medium shirt on it. So it's kind of pointless when you're selling men's shirts that you can't sell small or medium. So that's why I get rid of it. For those wondering how big Lambertville is, it's essentially 2 rows, like 1 row on this side, another row on that side, and then 2 sections. There's another section of these 2 rows. On the other side of this cafe, I am on the other side of the cafe, right at the corner. But this is how big Lambertville is, and they do have a pavilion area. If you want to set up here, I think it's a little bit more money to set up underneath the pavilion. In the middle of summer, it's really really nice because it's not 1,000 degrees in the sun. And similar to some markets, they don't pave the market because once again, in the middle of summer, it's going to be a gajillion degrees on that pavement. So it's on stone. They don't have to deal with the mud issue they have at my flea market. So that's the size of Lambertville. It's a decent amount of spots. You do get 2 tables, that is, for your spot, and they are stationary. You get one of these corner tables. You can bring your own side table like this person does, and so is myself. All right, all packed up. Flea market is done for today.
What's that?
It's kind of cool. It's a school bell.
Irish wolfhounds too hunting them down. Those are Irish deerhounds hunting them down. Well, you should raise them. Irish wolfhounds and Scottish deerhounds. Yeah, there's a lot of them. You just carried that today, did you? Okay.
Okay, so on the way back, I decided to stop off at Habitat for Humanity, see what they might have had. Thought this was really interesting. Those are toasters. There's a guy, I think on Instagram or maybe it's on YouTube, who literally just cooks toast in those toasters. And he just buys like the really, really old ones and shows them and talks about the history of the toaster itself. So kind of cool. It comes out with a little bit of rust sometimes. I guess that's a little bit of iron that you might need. See if I can find anything here. I don't have high hopes, but I always like coming in here driving through the area. All right, well, I made it back. You guys see bubbles are here. Bubbles are always going to be here, at least I think. I didn't get anything at the Habitat for Humanity. Stopped there on the way back. Didn't get anything there. It's they're constantly changing that store around. They used to have this whole dollar section, and now it's like a $3 to $5 section. Then they moved their dollar section over. One time they're closed only 2 racks. Next time it's like 8 or 10 racks. So they're constantly changing that store. You kind of just have to be on your feet there. It is kind of nice though. They do have like a large section of antiques and primitives. So if that's something you're into, most of the Habitat Humanities around here that I've been have a little section for that. I did sell pretty much all my bubble wrap, which was awesome. I know I didn't do really a lot of footage there. I might have got a little footage of walking around. It was cold when I was there, and I knew that was going to be the case when I got there. I think we're still kind of in that, well, it is early spring, but we're still in that early spring time of the year. I don't know if I mentioned it, but most flea market vendors in this area love April to sell, and I actually hate April to sell. I feel like it's probably the toughest month of the year to sell because the only people who really are going to buy from you are really more like dealer people. I'm not saying that dealers were the only people who bought from me, but I'm just saying that usually March and April is pretty tough, at least for me, at the flea market that I usually sell at. But it's and what I'm getting at, it's too cold in the morning. It really is. I mean, it was 30 to 35 degrees. We left. It's 42 degrees. I made it probably 20 minutes away, and it was all of a sudden 50 degrees. So, you freeze your butt off all morning, and then all of a sudden it's 50 degrees halfway home. It's a weird feeling. Other than that, I'm very excited for my flea market. I don't think I'll be at Lambertville next week, and then my flea market opens up the following week. I'm not sure if I'll be there that first week, but we can hope. I know Easter is also coming up, so that kind of throws a curveball. You'll probably have some April showers. That'll throw you another curveball, and before you know, it'll be May. So you kind of look forward to this all year. One of the things I was kind of surprised about is I did bring some Lego boxes. I bought 3. I did sell 2 of them. I knew what would happen would be people would ask me, oh, you don't have the pieces? Do you have the pieces? There's nothing in here. It's just a box. I knew that would happen. I knew people would think that there'd be actually toys or Legos in here. I actually have never seen someone ever selling these at a yard sale or a flea market. I have seen them pop up like on Facebook or random things on the internet. I do see these things pop up, these architecture style Legos, but I've never seen them at a yard sale or a flea market. So to even have the box alone was kind of different. But I did sell 2 boxes, which I was actually kind of shocked about. I also did sell all my Barbies I brought. Like I said, I have some that go online, but I had 2 bins of Barbies, and one person literally paid $5 a piece for every single Barbie. That was kind of towards the end of the day, so it wasn't something like I would intentionally buy them if I ever got them really, really cheap. But just knowing that they do sell for about $3 to $5 each is always a good sign. That is if they're in the case, because these were in the case. They weren't just loose. If they're loose, I usually get 3 for $1. That's usually the price. But that's kind of the update on the pallet auction, what I had from that, what kind of went down today. As you guys see, I still have a lot of stuff here. I did want to go to Columbus, which was tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to be 65 degrees, but it's supposed to rain. So I'm not going to do that because it's a 2-hour drive, and I really don't want to drive for 2 hours and then have it rain and drive 2 hours back. That would not be fun. But soon this will all be gone. We'll buy more storage units. We'll do more fun things. But until then, it's been a good one. Thanks for coming along. I know I've been talking a lot here. Thanks for coming along for a wonderful adventure. If you guys enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe for more flea market and more treasure hunt to see where the stuff comes from. And of course, catch you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Till next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.